1893, Virginia, the mine that screamed back. Locals still whisper that the hills around Black Hollow never went quiet after the collapse. Not truly. On a bitter November night, the ground beneath the Briar Ridge coal mine roared like a living thing, swallowing 31 men and sealing them in darkness. What the townspeople heard next, no one could explain. The foreman, Elias Drayton, claimed he heard voices echoing from beneath the rubble, voices calling their own names, then answering back. At first, rescuers believed it was trapped miners signaling for help, but the sounds came from too deep, too organized. They dug for 6 days, but every time they struck the rock, the voices grew louder, as if protesting the rescue. On the 7th day, the earth itself trembled, and the last thing the crew heard was a shriek that split the air like steam escaping from a boiling pit. The digging stopped. The mine was sealed, but the silence that followed didn't last long. Nights later, families of the dead began reporting strange tapping sounds from their floors, slow, deliberate patterns that matched the rhythm of a miner's pickaxe. One widow swore she heard her husband whisper her name through the keyhole. Another claimed her mirror fogged up with coal dust from the inside. And when Elias Drayton was found dead 2 months later, his face frozen in terror, investigators discovered a piece of slate clenched in his hand, etched with the words, "Don't dig deeper." No tool in town could have carved it. Decades passed, and still, nothing grew on that patch of mountain. Not a single blade of grass. Miners who ventured near spoke of a low humming beneath their boots, like the heartbeat of something buried alive. In 1921, a team of geologists reopened part of the old shaft. Their equipment recorded faint vibrations, rhythmic, measured, almost human. But when they lowered a microphone into the tunnel, the sound wasn't a vibration anymore. It was breathing. The recording captured 27 seconds of that slow, uneven breath before the line went dead and the shaft collapsed once more. The reel was locked away by the state, rumored lost in a fire that burned through the archives a decade later. Yet even now, hikers report hearing echoes underfoot near the old site, short gasps followed by distant knocks like someone trying to reply. Locals say the mine remembers every name, every scream, every sin buried within its veins. And if you stand still long enough, the mountain will speak back, not with words but with the sound of men who never stopped digging, trapped between this world and the one that screamed back.